I purchased this drill press table at least 5 years ago, and with the usage, look what happened to its track. You know, it just started, the screws got loose and it started coming off, as you can see. This would lift off. Yes, I could have gone ahead and fixed the screw here, but I decided to buy a new drill press table. The prime reason for buying the woodpecker's drill press table is the dual track system. It is bolted to the table. Even if I had to make my own table, I would have purchased the dual tracks and then built my table. Yeah, in order to save time, I decided to go and buy the whole package. So I'm using a plywood. This is 3/4 inch thick, of the same dimension as the drill press table. Put the plywood under the drill press table and align it and make sure all the edges are flush, and then clamp it edges with wood clamps. With the boards clamped, the 1/4 inch, and there is another board right here to prevent any tear out. Drill holes through the plywood. Use a 3x8 drill bit for the central hole. The drilled holes on the plywood are perfectly aligned with the holes on the woodpecker drill press table. So instead of using the screws provided by woodpeckers, I'm using my own hardware. I'm gonna push it through the hole. With the 3x8 drill bit aligned to this alignment hole, I'm going to tighten these 4 bolts. These are 5x16 and 2 inch long. Here's the underside view. I will slide the 2 tracks in here. It's a nice snug fit. For the fence, we started with the raw lumber from the lumber yard, like this one, and used the jointer planer to join the surface to the dimension that we need. And that's how the lumber looks after it has been jointed and planed. The idea is to get this fence really flush with this surface, and the way I tested it is by keeping this and keeping it here and making sure this thing is not getting dragged. So luckily I had these economy thin parallel 8-piece set sitting in my garage, and one of the set is 7x8. So the pencil, I'm gonna mark line like this with the set in contact with this wall, and then go push this set on this contact with this wall, and also mark this pencil line like this, and the hole has to be right on this pencil mark, and I'm gonna make 6 equidistant holes like this. The next step is to apply primer on the surface. Primed and drying. So imagine this is the top view of the drill press table. So this and this are the 2 dual tracks, and this is the fence that we're building. And there will be 2 holes which will guide this fence on these 2 dual tracks. So what could possibly go wrong? If this distance between these holes is shorter than the distance between these 2 fences, then it's not gonna fit. And if they're larger, then this will be at an angle, and we really don't want that. What we really want is a 90-degree angle between the dual track and the fence. So the bottom line is these 2 holes have to be very, very precise, and yeah, there is a possibility that we can measure the distance between these 2 dual tracks, but that could get tricky. That's why in the next segment of this video I'll show you the steps in which we can accurately get these 2 holes drilled on the fence. Ensure the wood piece extends a little bit on the left side and align to this dual track. Put a masking tape. Use a centering jig and a 1/4 inch drill bit, and once it goes all the way in, clamp the wood piece. With the left and right strips in place, we mark it. Lines under here and under here, flush, and as you can see this is at 90 degrees. Then we start putting masking tape on top of this. So this template is cut and flush with the edges. Next step is to remove the masking tape. These 2 edges are flush. So now we have a perfect template with 2 ends flush to the board, and it slides nicely on this double track. With the end of the template flush with the fence, we're gonna use a 1x4 bolt and slide the centering jig and make sure this bolt drops down in the hole, and then lock this jig. So this template is now at the center of this fence, and now we'll tape this up with a masking tape nicely to lock this position, and then we'll repeat the same process for the other end over here. With the template clamped to the fence, we'll drill the first hole here. It takes only a few minutes to change the fence from this to homemade fence. First we remove these knots. Next step is to slide the homemade fence in. Tighten these two knobs. Push out these bolts, 2-inch 1x4 bolts. Keep 5 inches extra on this side and 5 inches on that side, and then snap this fence in and tie out this. Put the T-nuts on the back. There are 6 T-nuts, and the 6 T-nuts will be used to tighten this dual track fence to the homemade fence. Here's a view of the back side of the fence. So it's time to see the drill press fence in action. So here's a series of holes made on a 2x4 using the sharp built fence and brad pine drill bit. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video useful, give this video a like and please subscribe to my channel.